so we are live now?
Yes, we are live now.
Okay. Hi, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing fine. Okay, so today our topic is going to be not any particular topic we are going to discuss. I'm here to solve all your doubts related to IELTS. So any of your question you can ask me related to reading, listening, writing, speaking, all the 4 modules. Okay, you can raise your hand. I'll give a chance to unmute yourself. Okay, fine. So before I start, let me just introduce myself. My name is Nayan. I have more than 5-year experience with 6,000 plus hours of teaching and 3,000 plus student taught. And a lot of students of mine have got their desired band score. Even some of my students have scored 9 in speaking as well. So hopefully you can trust me on that. Before we start out, let me just brief you a little about the IELTS because maybe some of you are new and don't know much about the IELTS pattern. So what is IELTS? It's nothing just the full form is International English Language Testing System. So this is nothing like a competitive exam or something. It's just a way of testing your English proficiency. Why they are doing so? Because the country where you'll be going, where you'll be migrating, maybe for a study purpose or for a PR purpose, the native language over there is English. So just they want to test whether you are eligible candidate for that country or not. Okay, there are it's going to test your 4 abilities: listening, reading, writing, speaking. So there are 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening, reading, writing will be commenced on the same day. However, speaking will be 1-2 days before or after, depending the slot availability. Okay, you will be graded on the scale of 1 to 9. So there is nothing like scoring will be given to you, or you will get band score rather. Okay, now there are 2 types of your IELTS: academic and general. Academic is for people who are planning for higher studies, further studies in their countries. And general training is if you're planning for work or for PR purpose. So these are the 2 ways of giving an IELTS. There are 2, if you talk about academic, as I've already mentioned, okay, and for the general, it's going to be for your PR purpose, right? Okay, you have 2 ways of giving your IELTS. One is computer based, one is paper based. As the name suggests, for computer based, you will be typing your answer on the screen with the help of keyboard. For the paper based, you'll be provided with a question paper and answer sheets, and you'll be writing all your answer in the answer sheet. Okay, now it's time to start taking the doubts. So you can raise your hand, guys. Any doubt regarding IELTS, you can ask me. I'm here to help you out. More than happy for that. Yeah, Najib, you can unmute yourself. Najib, you have raised your hand, right? Can please unmute yourself. Hi, Priyanka. Hi, Saruchi. Please, guys, raise your hand, whoever have doubt. Yes, Abla, you can unmute yourself. Guys, are you able to unmute? Just click on the mute, that button. Someone is asking that what is the difference between academic and general? If you are planning for higher studies, you have to appear for academic test. While if you are planning for your further maybe job purpose or you are planning for PR, you have to go for general. Okay. Yeah, lovely. You can unmute yourself. Guys, are you able to unmute? Yep. Hi, lovely. Good morning. Can you hear me? You're not audible. Okay, let me give chance to someone. Yeah, Jatin, you can unmute yourself. Guys, are you facing problem while unmuting?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So I want to ask you how many tests are conducted for IELTS?
For your IELTS test, you're asking, right? There are 4: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening, reading, writing will be on the same day without any gap in between. So listening is for 40 minutes for your paper base and 32 to 33 minutes for your computer base. And reading and writing is for 1 hour. Speaking happens on 1 day before or after, depending on the slot availability. Okay. So that's
okay. So how many tests are conducted in a year? for IELTS?
Every day, you can book slot anytime. Like computer-based test happens each and every day.
Okay.
Slots are available. For paper-based, it's generally on the weekend. So you can appear as many times. Hopefully, you don't have to do that in first time you'll get. But yeah, it happens every day. And paper-based is generally on the weekends.
Okay. So what should be the strategy to prepare for IELTS if I am concerned about my speaking skills?
Mm-hmm. So for that only, I'm going to, like, we have live sessions, you can join that. For speaking, like each type, listening, reading, writing, speaking, all have a particular format that need to be followed, different types of questions that need to be answered. So that what we cover in our live classes, that what strategies should be applied, how to that take, because there are two important things. First thing, getting the correct strategy, and second thing is getting the correct answer in the given amount of time, because time is in restriction. So all the four modules will be covered in our live class. How to start a preparation is, first appear for a mock test, understand what is your current band score, and once you are aware what is your target band score, you can work according to that. Okay.
All right. So where can I get the mock tests?
Once you enroll to us, you are going to get everything. I'm going to brief about the classes in your, don't worry. So when you enroll with us, you get the live classes, mock test, study material, everything.
Okay, one more question. Are all the 4 tests are conducted on the same day or different days?
I've just answered that listening, reading, writing will be on the same day, speaking will be some other day, depending on the slot availability. They provide you the speaking slots. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for
Okay.
your information,
Welcome.
ma'am.
Yes, Sanjana, you can unmute yourself. Okay, someone is asking, ma'am, can I write in capital letter? So if we talk about your reading, listening, you can write everything in capital letter, but if you're following that pattern, you have to write each and every answer in all caps. If you are planning for your, if you talk about writing parts in writing, please don't do that. In writing, you have to follow a proper grammar rule. So for reading and listening, you can write everything in caps. Okay, fine. Yes, okay, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello, good morning, madam.
Yeah, good morning.
Madam, I have booked my exam on 5th February. I'm just
Okay.
facing problem in speaking. That
Mhm.
how do I elaborate my answer?
Okay,
Because
so
I'm
any
just
particular type of section you are facing problem? Like there are 3 sections. So is there any particular type of question section you are facing problem, or all 3?
I'm unable to explain the answer. That I just speak only 2 to 3 sentences.
Okay. So, okay, if I talk about, there are 3 sections in your speaking: task 1, task 2, task 3. In task 1, you have to say 3 to 4 sentences only, because there you'll be telling about yourself. They will ask about you only, like your hometown, your favorite movie, something like that. But it will be
Yeah.
about you only. Task 2 is your cue card that you have to speak for 2 minutes. So now if you're stuck at 3, 4 sentences, there is one strategy known as web diagram. What is that? If you ask question like WH question and how, what, where, when, who, and how. If you ask these questions, you can develop your point according to that. Second thing that can help with that is your story making. So say if I take very simple question, tell about your favorite book. Now, how much you can speak on a book? So better, you can make a story that how you get to know about that book. Maybe you're traveling, the flight got delayed, you're waiting in the lounge area, you started reading some books kept over there. So you can make a story part in that. So if you add a story, definitely you can speak for 2 minutes. If we are talking about the
Okay.
section
And
3 of your speaking, yeah, I'm telling in section 3 speaking, it's better because section 3 will be, you can say, discussion type. So where you, when you'll be discussing, it's better if you give reasoning as well as examples in that. So these two will help you to elaborate your answer further. Okay.
was facing problem is that I was unable to answer in the past tense. I'm
It's
facing in
not
the past tense.
mandatory that you have to answer all the answer in the past and depend on what question is asked. And have you enrolled to our course? There you get free grammar classes, so you can join that classes. You can go through those classes. Tense, your subject, verb, agreement, every thing will be taken care in that. So just there are
Okay.
10 complimentary classes. You don't have to purchase something. Everything you are going to get in the live classes. Okay. So
Okay.
that you can just go attend those classes. You will understand the tense and all those parts. Okay. Thank you. Guys, I think a lot of students must be interested in knowing the classes, because how to get on that. So if you are enrolled to a live class, it's completely free. I'm coming up with a batch at 6:30 to 7:30. It's 1 hour batch. Okay, so once you enroll to the course, you are going to get 20-hour live classes. Many of you are sending me message on the group that, ma'am, how to work on the grammar part. I am facing problem with the grammar part. So you get free grammar classes with this. So you get 10 free grammar classes, which with all the topics and everything will be covered in this. So in this batch, I'm going to take 20-hour classes. It will be for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. All the 4 modules. It's completely free, guys. You will get speaking feedbacks also. Like some of you are asking them how to work on the speaking. So you get 3 speaking evaluations in this. Once you say, if you get one-to-one feedback, just see where you are lagging area, work on that lagging area, you'll be able to understand that. Okay, and then keep on working. Even on our app, we have speaking rooms where you can practice 24/7. Right. Another thing you are going to get is you are going to get manuals for this. That is your books, where each and every course will be briefed, everything will be covered. If you just follow that manual, that is more than enough. I can see 2 or 3 of you are asking about cue card, ma'am. What are the recent cue cards? You are going to get that also. Okay, so you are going to get the latest cue card and everything. So just go through those manuals. That is more than enough. There's a link in the chat box. You can just click on that link and you can register. It's completely free. So I think there is no reason that you are not going to enroll to this class. So please enroll to this class, everyone, right? Okay. Now, apart from your speaking, you are going to get your writing evaluations as well. So one-to-one writing evaluations will also be there. Okay, guys. Fine. So now let's start. So meanwhile, you can enroll to this class. Okay, you have a link already in the chat box. Let me take more questions. So please raise your hand. Yeah, Manjot, you have a question. You can unmute yourself.
Actually, I face a lot of difficulties in reading module. Please tell me.
Okay, so if anyone is facing in reading module any problem, first thing, attempt at least 2 mock tests. Okay, once you attempt mock test, identify there are 2 things. Which area you are lagging? Are you lagging in getting correct answers, or you are lagging in completing the question in given amount of time? So if you are lagging in correct answer, what you have to identify, what particular type of question. There will be certain pattern, like are you facing problem with matching heading or true false? First, identify that. Once you identified your area where you're lagging, work on that particular type of question, because each question has its own strategy. There are certain questions which follow the order. There are certain questions which don't follow the order. So for both, like in some question, we have to focus on the keyword. For some question, we have to focus on the meaning. So whatever type of question you're facing problem, work on that particular type of question with the strategy that is told in the class. And then again, after 2 or 3 days, attempt another mock test and you can see your progress. Then again, identify. So mock tests help you to understand your current band score. And then once you understand your current band score, your lagging area, work on that. And then 2-3 days after working, again attempt the mock test. Okay, if it's a time problem, you can put a timer and don't give more than 1 minute for any question. If it's taking more than 1 minute, just move ahead. Okay, but don't leave anything blank because there is no negative mark. Yeah, Manju.
Ma'am, sometimes I face a lot of difficulties to complete the time, and mostly I difficulties to find the question list of headings because it
Okay,
consume a
if
lot
list of heading, if list, I tell you why it consume a lot of time. List of heading have a completely different approach. Their keyword will never work. Where 90% question follow the keyword, in heading keyword will never work. Keyword could lead to a wrong answer. So for list of heading, rather than going question by question, you have to do paragraph by paragraph. What exactly you have to do? Read first paragraph. Your main focus will be the first two and the last line. Okay, I'm not saying that whole paragraph is not important. Quickly skim the whole paragraph, but main focus should be the first one and the last line. Understand the meaning of it. Again, I'm saying don't focus on the keyword. If you focus on the keyword, you will never get the correct answer. If you understand what exactly that paragraph is about, because what you understand by heading means what's the crux of that paragraph exactly, like what that paragraph is about. So just 1-2 word cannot tell you what that paragraph is about. Rather, you have to understand the meaning of first 2 line. Why I'm saying first 2 and the last line? Because first 2 line is the topic sentence and the last tell a little conclusion part of that paragraph. So focus on the first 2 and the last line. That will help you in that part. Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So just keep on practicing.
ओके मैम, जैसे अभी आपने बोला है कि आप कर सकते हो कि मॉक टेस्ट देना है एंड हाउ आई
There's a lot of disturbance. Manju. Manju, sorry, there was a lot of disturbance. You can write in the chat. I'll reply to that. A lot of disturbance. Yep. Yeah, Sarita, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have a doubt in writing module, ma'am. Actually, in agree and disagree type of questions, shall we write agree or both? We can write both agree and disagree type of sentences, ma'am.
Okay. If you see in agree and disagree, there are two things. Either they say, do you agree or disagree? Or sometimes they ask, to what extent you agree? So if they're asking, do you agree or disagree? You have to choose any one. Either you completely, because or means you have to choose any one. So either you have to completely agree or you have to completely disagree. But if they say, to what extent you agree, disagree, that you can either completely agree, completely disagree, or to certain extent you can agree, or to certain extent you can disagree. So depend on
Okay.
what type of question is asked.
Okay, ma'am. Ante if if that examiner gives the agree and disagree type of questions, if we partially agree, then only we can write both type of
Yes, if you partially agree, but I don't encourage much of going partially agree, because I have noticed students when they partially agree, they start contradicting their own point of view. So if you have good enough point for one side, go for totally agree or totally disagree. That is what my suggestion. It's up to you. If you partially agree, you have to write one paragraph for agree, one for disagree.
Okay, ma'am. And in the speaking module also, I couldn't able to elaborate the second part of
The cue card.
cue card
Okay,
type.
so in cue card, if you see, generally they ask you to share some experience, like what is your favorite vacation, recent vacation, who is your ideal person, something like that. So when you do that, there are two ways of elaborating answer in the cue card. Please everyone hear it out, because a lot of students are asking for the cue card. So there are two ways. First thing, you can add WH, because you get 1 minute to prepare, right? So when 1 minute time is given, have WH question: why, where, when, with whom, how.
Okay.
These questions you can have, you can make a point. And to add on this, you have to have at least some of stories, like a past, present, future story. What happened before that incident, during and after. Don't just
Okay.
jump on the topic. Stay nearby to that as well. If you are going to talk only about the topic, it will not like come. Only after 1 minute you will stop and you'll start repeating yourself after 1 minute.
Okay, ma'am. And my exam will be there on 29th January, ma'am.
Okay.
And actually, I think my speaking will be there in next 3 to 4 days, I think so.
It depends.
So,
Sometimes it's before, sometime after. Depends.
okay, ma'am. And I have booked the speaking slot, ma'am, yesterday. It will be there on Monday in LeapScholar.
Okay.
So, it is like same that speaking module type of.
Yeah. You are going to get one-to-one assessment on that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Thank
Who else? Yeah, yes, Deep, you can unmute yourself. Hi, good morning. Yeah, tell me.
Morning, ma'am.
Good
Hello.
morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, I can face difficulty in the reading module.
Okay. Anything specific in the reading module or just reading module, or like all
Filling
the
blanks or
questions?
true false.
True, false. Okay. So
And
I think that mainly it will be false and not given, right?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll tell you why. First thing, whenever you give any answer false, that means, what is the meaning when you give false? When we give any answer false? When it
When I
contradicts, like
have
whatever is given in the question, it contradicts, then we give it as a false, right? So whenever you are giving any answer as a false, recheck whether the each and every information that is there in the question is present in the passage or not. Even if a single information is missing, you have to give it as a not given. Let me take a very simple example. Say if in the passage they are saying it may rain on Monday. Okay, and the question given to you is it will rain on Monday. What do you think should be the answer to this? The true, false, or not given?
repeat, please.
If you can see my screen, right? So here the question is it will rain on Monday. The information in the passage given it is it may rain on Monday. I want everyone to give answer in the chat also. So if the
False,
information in
ma'am.
the, okay, why false?
Because it will rain on Monday. It's mean जो rain है
It's
वो
going to rain,
Monday
right?
को हो सकती है.
हो सकती है. अच्छा, ठीक है. Now here if you are giving false recheck, whether it's going to rain on Monday or not, may means it could not. There is possibility also, there is not a possibility. So how you can judge with a probability thing that is going to rain or not going to rain? This is going to be a not given, because here prediction is there. If I say it may rain, that means it could rain, it could not rain. Both are the chances, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if I'm not confirm about anything, how I can say it's going to rain or it's not going to rain? If you are going to say false for this, that means in the passage the information is not going to rain. False is contradictory, right? So
Yes,
these
ma'am.
are certain traps that they play in your test. Like there are certain trap word like may, if, but, which completely change the meaning. So be very careful. First thing, don't just go with the keyword, understand the meaning as well. So with the keyword, you have figure out the location. After that, understand the meaning also, that whether it's matching or not. So these are very much like, you have to be very careful. These are the traps, and because of this only student go wrong with the false and not given. Okay.
Okay. Ma'am, I also face difficulty in filling the blanks in which
Mhm.
um, two or three words are written.
2 or 3 words are written as such. Like filling the blanks will be a sentence, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So uh, okay, in filling the blanks, always a sentence will be given to you. A blank is there. First thing, identify the location. Second thing, if you see the blank, the word written before or after the blank, that helps you a lot to find the correct answer. So if you're confused between any two answers, what you can do is see what word is written before the blank and what word is written after the blank, and find something nearby to that. Not exactly wordings will be there, paraphrase or synonym will be there. So find word related to that. Okay, you'll be
Yes,
able to
ma'am.
do that with that help, right? Okay, and you can
Yes,
join
ma'am.
the batch also. All these tips and tricks I'm going to discuss over there. So this is a completely free batch, so you can just join, enroll to this batch. It's going to start from
कहाँ से हम join कर सकते हैं?
you have the link in the chat. You can join from it starting from 1st of Feb. In the chat you can see the link. Just click on that link, you will be able to join the batch. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yep. Who else have a question? Yeah, Rajat, you can unmute yourself. Someone is asking what is the time duration for your listening. If you are going for paper based, it's going to be for 40 minutes. Okay. If you are going for computer based, it's going to be 30 plus 3 to 4 extra minutes is given to you. Reading and your writing is going to be for 1 hour. Speaking is 11 to 12 or 14 minutes. Okay. Yep. Who is this? Please go ahead. Yeah, Rajat, you can unmute yourself. Samir, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, I have doubt in speaking, ma'am.
Okay.
Regarding
Speaking which particular?
regarding part 2, ma'am. Well, we are starting the statement with although.
Okay.
For example, if we complete the statement although, all the statement is completed, ma'am.
Okay.
After that, I mean, can I use but word, the word but?
Although this was the thing, but you can.
I mean, when I search in different websites in
Okay, the
LeapScholar,
sentence formation and the word depending what is the sentence, what is the story, what started and end. So depend on the sentence also. Just tell me at least one sentence that. So you're facing problem with the elaboration part.
yeah, I will tell one sentence. Then you can clarify me, ma'am.
Correct.
Although there are many advantages, but here I would like to tell about a main advantage that I like.
Although there are many advantage.
But here I would like to tell about a main advantage.
Although first thing is sentence formation is not correct. Although maybe whatever scenario you're talking about, although this scenario has a lot of disadvantage, but I want to discuss one of the advantage. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And work on your sentence formation in that part as well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, welcome. Naveen, you can unmute yourself. Okay, yeah, Rajashmi, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Good
Yeah, hi.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, ma'am. I just wanted to ask you that can I give my test for the rechecking?
You can go for EOR. Yes, if you're not okay, if you're not satisfied with your score, you can go for EOR. they are going to charge you something. If your score is going to change, they are going to refund your
Okay.
money.
Yeah, ma'am, because in your session I was doing the speaking and writing well, but I don't know how I got that much
So if you're
band.
planning, you can go for EOR. If you're planning, you can go for that.
Okay, ma'am, then how to submit it for the
You have to
recheck?
just go on the IDP. You have to just go on the IDP site. There, where you got your result, you have to just click over there. One option is there. I'll send you the link.
Okay, ma'am, kindly send it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, Naveen, you have a question, right? Unmute yourself. Okay, please raise your hand, guys. How do you join the course? You can click on the link that is there in the chat. Again, I want to just brief before I go further with other questions. This is a batch I'm coming up on 1st of February. It's going to be a 4-week batch. All the doubts and everything that you are having, everything will be covered because we are going to cover reading, listening, writing, and speaking, all the 4 modules in this. So don't worry with that part. Okay. Let me take some questions from the chat as well. I have a doubt regarding writing. No, you can. Okay, first thing is don't give very exact data or something if you're not sure for that. That's the only thing. But there is nothing like that. You can write anything. Not a problem in the writing part over there. Okay. Yep. Yeah, Jasdeep, you can unmute yourself.
मैम अंडरस्टैंडिंग को कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं रीडिंग पैसेज के लिए?
Understanding. Okay, first thing is in the reading, it's not that you have to understand each and every word. Okay. And another thing is you don't have to read even each and every word of that. So there are different types of questions. There are total 6 to 7 types of question. Each type of question has a different way to follow. Like maybe 90% of questions, where what you have to do is you have to read the question, see what keyword is given in that, figure out in the passage and just read that line. There are certain strategies like skimming, scanning that can help you in that part. Okay, so you have done any mock test in the reading? Are you facing any problem, any particular problem in reading part?
Ma'am, how can I part in a mock test?
How can I
Part
take
in
part in?
mock
Okay,
test.
once you enroll, have you enrolled to this course? You can enroll to this course. Once you enroll, you are going to get 5 mock tests for that. So there you can attempt your mock test. Okay, this is completely free. You can enroll to this, and along with the classes, you are going to get your mock test as well.
How to enroll, ma'am?
You in the chat, if you see there is a link given to that, like join any one batch for the free. Just click on that link. Click on.
When start mock test?
Mock test will be started as soon as your classes started. So classes are starting from 1st of Feb.
1st of Feb. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, and
sorry, I think you're muted. You can write your doubt in the chat, not a problem. Yeah. Yes, okay, you can unmute yourself.
yes, ma'am. Listening
Yeah,
को कैसे
actually,
improve कर?
I'm facing a problem in reading that which paragraph contain the following information.
Okay, which paragraph?
I am
Okay.
confused in that. Yeah.
So what is approach you follow to do that type of question? Any particular approach you follow for that?
I'm confused in the the sentence are looking same. That's why I am unable to trace the answer.
I'll tell you. In this, what you can do first thing, this is not going to be in the order. So that's why maybe you're facing a lot of problem in this because others question are mainly apart from the matching, all the questions are in the order. So what exactly you can do if you want to find, don't just go with one keyword of the question. Take 2 or 3 keywords, do the combination, and why you are getting confused because you're just finding the keyword key. I figure out this keyword, this will be the answer. No, after finding the keyword, please read that complete sentence, read 1 or 2 sentences below and above, and see whether it's the exactly similar meaning that is there in your question. So if the question meaning is matching, that means your answer is correct. Finding the keyword for every question is just to save the time so that you don't have to read entire passage. But after you find the keyword also, read the sentence also to understand the meaning because every sentence could not have the same meaning. Then there is no use of paragraphs. Definitely sentence, the same keyword, like say government, maybe government is written 50 times in the complete passage, but everywhere the government is written, the complete meaning of the sentence will be different. Okay, so you have to read the entire sentence. If with that you're not getting, read one sentence before and after that to get the answer.
And it will take too much time.
Yeah, but
reading.
it will not take much time when you figure out the location. If you find the location, then you can just read one line above and below. No need to write entire paragraph or passage. Just first find the location of that question. Once you find the location, just 1 or 2 line after that you have to read. Nothing like you don't have to read entire paragraph in that sense.
Okay, so I'm reading whole paragraph. That's why
No,
I'm
no, not
facing
required.
problem.
Not required. Just first find the location. Once you figure out the location, then they see if there. Okay.
Okay, find the
Okay.
location. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Sanjana, you can unmute yourself. Hello. Sanjana, you have raised your hand. You have any doubt? Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Ma'am, I cannot find accurate answer in fill in the blanks and question answers. And what I do, I can find accurate answer.
Okay, if you are talking about filling the blanks, I'm muting you because there is some background noise. I'll answer your question. So here, if filling the blank is there, first thing, read the entire sentence. Okay, see which word is there. Figure out the word in the paragraph. Once you figure out the word, just match it out. Okay, and then when you match it out, read the entire sentence. Mainly in the filling the blanks, whatever blank is given, see what word is written before the blank and after the blank. That is going to help a lot to find the answers. Definitely, if you just follow this thing, whatever word is before the blank and after the blank, that can help you to find the accurate answer. And after finding the answer, also your task is not done over there. Once you write your answer in the filling the blanks, read the entire question. Okay, that whether it's making any sense, whether it's grammatically correct or not. If not, that means you have figured out wrong answer. You have to again find answer in that. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, question answer, accurate answer नहीं.
Your voice is cracking
Accurate
a lot.
answer, question answer में कैसे form करें?
Okay, first thing I'll ask everyone ki since you are going for IELTS, at least you can try to speak in English. That is your first step towards IELTS because there you have to speak a lot, you have to understand a lot. Just give a try. We are not asking you to have a perfect thing, right? Yeah, for question answer also, question answer, filling the blanks, diagram labeling, any type of question which has a blank or just 1 or 2 word answer, exactly similar strategy follow because it follow the order. Okay, so you have to figure out the whatever keywords are there in the question from the passage, match it out, find it out, and write your answers. After writing the answer, I will ask again, just recheck whether your answer is making a sense or not. Exactly similar thing you follow for the short answer type question only. One more thing, you guys have to be very careful with the word limit. So whether they are saying not more than 2 words, not more than 3 words, be very careful with that part as well. Okay. Yeah.
Like.
Okay. So yeah, Aryan, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I'm having major doubt in reading and the writing section.
Okay.
In the reading section, my main area of concern is the questions where it is given to write 2 or 3 words, like fill in the blanks one.
Okay. So here you are facing problem with the word limit instruction, or you are not able to find the answer.
Ma'am, I'm able to find the answer, but sometimes like I was giving a mock test yesterday, so the answer was so quiet, but I wrote very quiet, so that's why my answer was
No,
wrong.
one thing will be, guys, never change anything. The way it's written in the passage, exactly write the same thing. Don't change anything. Even you cannot change any form as well. So this is the first thumb rule for your reading is whatever is written in the passage, exactly copy the same thing in your answer. Never change. If you have to change to make a sense, that means you have figured out wrong answer. You have to find the correct answer. Okay, so first thing is exactly write the way it's there in the passage. Yeah, second was asking for the writing. In writing, what doubt you have?
Ma'am, like I just gave my mock test, smart test right now.
Okay.
And the areas where I scored less was the accurate synonyms with no repetition and used range of cohesive devices appropriately.
Okay. So two things you need to work upon. That is your cohesive devices. Can you tell what is cohesive devices? What do you understand by cohesive devices?
Ma'am, I have doubt regarding that, ma'am. I don't.
Okay, I'll brief you. So cohesive devices is nothing, just the linking words. Now, what does linking like stand for? When you write everything in writing, you have to write in a paragraph. So when you're writing a paragraph, it has to be linked properly. Like say if you're writing, what was your essay topic which you have written? Like what type of essay was that?
Ma'am, it was to give our own, discuss both views and give your own
Okay,
opinion.
I'll tell you. Now, when you're writing discuss both the views, if you start the first body paragraph with on the one hand, second body paragraph, you can say on the other hand, on contrary. So this is like you're discussing the first side in first paragraph, second in another. Even within the paragraph, when you're giving the point, you can say like you're writing the first point, you can say firstly. For second point, you can say secondly. Or you can say that in addition, furthermore, moreover. These are connectors, but it has to be used because cohesive devices hold 25% of your total band score. So in conclusion, for example, to illustrate, moreover, furthermore, these are certain cohesive words that are required. Okay. Another thing is a range of vocab. Now, what happened? We repeat same words again and again, right? What was the topic for the essay in that? Do you remember?
Ma'am, it was some people have opinion that one should travel abroad to know more about other countries, but others think that it is not necessary to travel abroad because all the information can be seen on TV and the internet.
Okay, so maybe this was the question, and you have to write a lot of points. Maybe you're using country every time. So instead of country, you can say nation, places across the globe. So this is like not repeating the same words again and again. Instead of people, you can say individual, society, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
range
Like
of
I
vocab.
use the word people a lot of times in the.
That's what the thing. So don't use the same people. We do like they don't want any fancy vocab, any very difficult vocab. They just want range of vocab. Range of vocab means when you're reading, it should not look like you're repeating yourself a lot of time. Okay, that should not. So work on your vocab part and your cohesive devices. In your classes also, these things are taken care. Like if you go through the manual that is there, everything is mentioned in that. These are the vocab, there are vocab manual. So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can go through that. That will help you out. So
Ma'am,
these two are the
another
criteria.
area, it was written that presents a clear tone throughout the response and presents extends and supports main ideas.
Okay.
So,
Support
ma'am,
main idea means when you're writing a body paragraph, you have to mention the main idea and then a supporting idea with this, right? So it should not look like exactly similar thing. You are supporting it and you are giving a proper example as well. Example is must in your body paragraph. It has to be there.
ma'am, so where can I practice my reading part because I have finished all of my mock tests
You
which
can
are
go through
available.
Cambridge book, no? You have Cambridge books also.
Yes, ma'am.
Practice from
So,
Cambridge.
okay, ma'am. I'll just.
There are 14 Cambridge books. So I think it's a lot.
Practice from
You're
this.
not able to complete that, right? So you can practice from it. All the best for it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome. Anyone else have a doubt? Please raise it. And you are asking a question from a long time that, ma'am, can I write a memorized answer? First thing, you cannot write because questions never repeat. So if questions never repeat, how you can write a memorized answer, right? Okay, so that's right. It could never be memorized. You can use certain ideas, that is fine, but not exactly. And never do this mistake of writing memorized answer because if you write memorized, even if one word you miss out, complete sentence will not make sense, right? And how many questions you can memorize? There are hundreds of questions. So better understand the idea and try to forming in your own way. Okay, hope this answers your question. Fine. Yeah, Tanis, you can unmute yourself.
Actually, I wanted to ask about
That is sorry, but your voice is lagging
I
a lot.
didn't got the pattern. Actually, I didn't get the writing pattern about IELTS.
For task 1 or task 2?
I want to ask. Ma'am, both.
Can you
Actually,
please
I'm
write your
not
question
clear
in the
what
chat?
to do in that writing session.
Okay, I'll brief that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So you're asking what exactly need to be done in the task 1 and 2 in your writing. So here, task 1 is report writing. Okay, for academic, you have to start with the introduction. After that, you have to write an overview and then body paragraph. Okay, guys. So here, in introduction, you have to paraphrase whatever is given in the question. In overview, we write most significant feature of that. In body paragraph, we compare whatever data is given to us. So we write comparisons of that. If we talk about and what need to be written inside depend on what type of reports are asked, right? There are different types of report like pie chart, bar graph, line graph, your maps, your process, or mixed diagrams, right? Task 2 is your essay writing. So essay are of 4 types: your opinion, discussion, problem solution. Okay. So there are 4 types of essays: advantage and disadvantage. These are the 4 types. How you are going to write the basic format? It will start with introduction. Then you have to write your body paragraph. Minimum 2 and maximum 3 body paragraphs are allowed. And at last you write a conclusion in this. So this is the basic format for your task 2. Okay. So hope this answers your format part.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Fine. Who else have a question can raise the hand. Yeah, Vikram, you can unmute yourself. Which Cambrus book is good for the practice? All Cambrus books. Like start from the latest version, 15, 14, then 13, then 12. So start from the latest version and practice at least 10, 4 or 5. Each book have 4 to 5 mock tests. So you can practice from that. Okay. Fine. Any other question? Yeah. Yeah, Anusha, you can unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead. Hi.
Yeah. I actually have a doubt that can we do a control F in middle of the test?
Can we do?
Control F to search that keyword.
No, sorry, that is not allowed. If that has been the case, everyone must have got for computer base. You cannot. You can do control C and control V, but not control F.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You have to figure out all the answers by yourself, the location and everything. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Pinky, you can unmute yourself.
Actually, I want to ask one more thing.
Yeah. Tanis, your voice is breaking a lot. Can you please write in the chat? I'm not able to understand the content.
Actually, I want to ask one more thing. Is it
Yeah,
clear
ask.
on my order? Ma'am, actually, I have joined for the Prabjit sir batch.
Okay.
So will he be teaching that all about
Yes,
writing
he will be
module?
teaching all the 4 modules he will be teaching.
Briefly.
Yes. And even you get all the
because I lack.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you all the 4 modules will be covered in that, and all the manuals will be there, mock tests will be there, Canvas book, everything is there in all the batches, so don't worry. Okay. Umesh, you can unmute yourself. They're asking from a while, so you can unmute yourself. Hi.
Ma'am, I face difficulty in task 2.
You face difficulty
In task 2.
Task 2 of writing, essay writing. Okay,
I
what
can't
exactly difficulty you face in that?
limit of words.
Okay, so maybe elaborating your point. So if, okay, follow the basic format, like in introduction, start writing paraphrasing, your thesis statement and outline. In your body paragraph, mention at least one topic statement point and another topic. Like there have to be 2 points in body paragraph 1 and 2. Give examples in that. In conclusion, you have to brief everything. So you need to first work on your planning part so that you have good enough 4 points to write in your essay. If you follow this basic format, it will go 270 to 280.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Yeah. Who else have a question? Yeah, Daljit, you can unmute yourself.
How to improve cohesion and coherence in task 2?
In task 2, just now I have briefed on that only, that coherence cohesion is nothing, just first thing, flow of idea, and second thing is use of good connectors. Flow of idea means, say if you're writing an agree disagree essay, you said I completely agree with this topic, so you have to continue with agree part only. So flow of idea that started from the first point, from the first paragraph, has to continue till the conclusion. Second thing is using better connectors. So instead of saying but and if, these you can replace this with in addition, furthermore, however, on contrary, on contrast, these vocabs. So these are known as connectors. You have enrolled to any batch, in that you can find these vocabs and everything in the manual. So you can start practicing and using it in your daily Like when you're in the practice of writing, you can use these things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome. Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, Vishal, the minimum word range for your essay writing is 250. Okay, I will ask you to write at least 270 to 280, not less than that. Okay, but don't go beyond also. There is no penalty for going beyond. There is no maximum limit, but that will be completely waste of your time. Okay. Okay, guys. So before I take further question, just hope everyone enrolled for the batch. Okay, I'll just give you 1 or 2 minutes. The link is already there in the chat box. Click on this, enroll to the batch, because you are going to get live classes with it. You are going to get all the modules, manuals. Your weekly mock test will be there. Speaking feedbacks, writing feedbacks will be there. Even you will get recording for the live classes that is going to be there for your lifetime. So these everything you will get complimentary grammar classes as well. So the link is shared in the chat box. You can use that. So let's take 2-minute time and let me know how many of you have enrolled for the batch. Which part has more marks? Task 1 have 1/3 of your total band score, and task 2 have 2/3 of your total band score. So out of 9 band, 3 band come from your task 1 and 6 band come from your task 2 of writing. Okay. How many of you are enrolled already? Who is going to meet me on 1st of February 6:30? Okay, Tanis, who else? Let me see who all are there. Okay. Fine. Any other doubt you can post in the chat. Meanwhile, everyone is just enrolling for this.
Is there any minimum band for IELTS? Like for GRE, we do get 260 or
There is no
270.
minimum band. There is a cutoff limit. Like if you go for IELTS General, generally they require 8,777, 8 in listening and 7 in other. If you are planning for academic, every university have their own preference. Generally, it's 6.5 to 7.
Like by default, we won't get any band, right?
No. By default, there is no band. Like for reading, listening, there has to be like if you do 30 correct, you will get this band score. There is a score converter, and for writing and speaking also there are 4 parameters on the basis of which your scoring will be done, and the band is from 1 to 9. It's not number system; it's band system in this.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So hope you have enrolled for the course, guys. Okay, apart from this, we are also coming up with one more batch, that is this founder batch. This is the people who are beginners, who don't know much, don't have much idea. This is a 2-week batch starting from January 25th, 7 to 8 p.m. Prabjit sir will be taking this batch. Here also the same code you can apply, that is NB Live. Okay, this is also completely free. You are going to get 10-hour live classes, supplementary grammar classes, your study material, recordings, everything. The way you get your IELTS Plus course, exactly similar thing. So if you are a beginner who don't know much idea, who don't have much idea, can enroll for this batch as well. So I want you to enroll for this as well if you want. If you want to start from the scratch and beginning, this is known as IELTS Foundation course, and the link is already shared in the chat box. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone can write the doubts in the chat box. I am here to answer those. Someone is saying I have a problem in listening part. Okay, guys, in listening, basically, you have to understand the extent of that. And if you are facing problem in multiple choice, especially, there is one technique known as elimination technique. So exactly what we do in this elimination technique is we go through that. Say a question is there and 4 options are there. When we hear the recording, you can hear, okay, for C it's not going to be, for C it's not going to be correct, so just strike it off. Then D, partially it could be there, so make a note, okay, this could be the scenario. So at last you have certain idea for all the options in that. Okay, so elimination techniques help in your multiple choice. And one more tip, focus on the question rather than just keep on focusing on the options, because they are going to speak about each and every option. So you have, your main focus should be what exactly they're asking in the question. Okay. Yeah, you have to apply NBLIV. Or you can just click on the link. Okay, just click on this link. It will redirect you to that. Anyone else is also facing a problem to enroll the batch? Okay, let's take 2 more questions. Yes, Amita, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
मैम सेंटेंस करने में तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है पर जिस टाइम इंग्लिश कॉन्वर्सेशन करने में प्रॉब्लम होता है.
Okay, just first thing you need to improve is start speaking in English. Okay, even currently also when you are having a conversation, because if you are going to go for speaking that you have to speak for 11 to 12 minutes. How you are going to speak if you are not even trying to speak for one sentence? So first thing is try to speak in English, at least give a try. If you are not comfortable speaking with to others, you can stand in front of a mirror. At least practice you can do. Okay, other thing, once you enroll to our batch, you will get the application. You can download the application. We have a speaking room over there. There you can practice 24/7 with other batchmates. So only one thing,
Okay.
like you have to start the practice at least. Once you start the practice, then you can see what exactly places you are lagging with. Okay, but at
Yes,
least
ma'am.
give a try. If you're not even going to try it, then you cannot improve on that. So at least start
मैम
framing the
स्टोरी
sentence.
रीडिंग जो करते हैं उसमें इम्प्रूव नहीं होगा.
It will improve, but by reading, whatever you do, unless you start speaking by yourself, you will never be
Yes, ma'am.
able to improve.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever you read, whatever you study, whatever you hear, definitely that is going to help. But the first step is you have to start speaking by yourself. If you're not
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
speak, how much you read, you can read hundreds of books, you're not able to speak.
मैम मिरर के पास कैसे प्रैक्टिस करेंगे.
Like just take any question, at least start with the introduction. So you can start introduction of yourself.
Yes.
Speak about yourself. What is your hobbies? What are your hobbies? What you like to do? Where you study? You can start with the introduction. Then okay, enroll to the batch. That's what I'm saying. Enroll to the batch. There we will give you specific questions that are asked. So when you keep on practicing on that, even for the speaking room, when you hear other students speaking, question will be there, discussion will be there. So when there will be discussion, you at least give a try on that part. Okay, so that you can.
मैम 1 ईयर में फ्लुएंसी इंग्लिश हो सकेगा.
It will never be if you are keep on speaking in Hindi only. If you are going to start, definitely you can. But if you are not going to start, it will not happen. So at least give a try. Start speaking. Okay, then
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
definitely. If you practice, everyone, no one is perfect. Everyone has started a journey from somewhere. So if you start practicing, you can speak after that. Okay. Fine. Who else have a question? Yeah, Praveen, you can unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
My question is that for the CBT in the listening module, will we get some paper and pen to
Yes, you will.
jot
You will.
down all the answers?
You will get paper and yeah, but please don't write your answers on that. You don't have extra time to transfer your answer in the computer based.
Because while the recording is playing, we get confused, ma'am. Because if we'll be
Don't
typing,
do
we'll
this
be busy in
mistake.
typing.
This is for everyone who is going for computer based. Please write the answer the moment you hear it out, because you don't have extra time to transfer. In a paper based, you have extra time to transfer, but in a computer based, you don't have any extra time to transfer your answer. So the moment you hear, type your answer over there only. Okay.
Okay.
So do this practice by mock test and everything, that you're typing your answer. You're not making any notes or anything as such. Notes are only when you're hearing maybe multiple choice, you want to quickly jot down something. For that purpose is only notes. You don't have to write your answer, because then you're not able to write any answer, because you just take 2 to 3 extra minutes. In 2-3 minutes, you cannot write your answers anywhere. Okay, so please don't do that mistake.
Okay.
The moment you hear,
Thank you.
write your answer that time only. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Tara, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I want to ask something.
Who is this? Yeah, Tara, go ahead.
Hello.
Tanis, your voice is breaking a lot. I'm asking again and again. Please write in the chat box. Yeah, Tara, go ahead.
Yeah, in the writing part, will we be intimated like the word limit while we are writing?
For the
In
computer based? Yes.
Yes.
A word counter will be there. So the moment you keep on writing, it will keep on changing.
Yeah, even in the reading, I have a doubt in the fill in the blanks section.
Okay.
See, earlier I wrote a mock test in LeapScholar itself. For that, the answer was extinguish fires. I wrote extinguish fire, and that was wrong. So even in that small minute mistake, there will be.
Definitely, everything will be counted. Either it has to be 0 or 1. Even say if the answer is black cat. Say if you just miss black and you write cat, you will not get any half marks or something like that. It's going to be like that.
Okay, fine. So are there any repeated topics in speaking that you can give me a list of?
Here I cannot. If you enroll to batch, you get all the latest questions and everything. Even in the class, we practice all those things only. The latest questions.
Yeah, I have already enrolled the batch, but the speaking part was over. The speaking teaching part was.
So you got a manual with it, na?
Yeah, right.
Speaking manual. Practice from that. It has all the questions.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Who else have a question? Can raise the hand. Okay. Yeah, Hajra, you can unmute yourself. Sima, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Who is that? Yeah, hi.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the reading section. So in IELTS, we need to read and show because I have no idea. I'm new to it. So
Okay, in reading, we have no. You don't have to read or write. There is a particular type of question you have to write according to that. Like that could be filling the blank. That could be short answer type questions.
Yeah. Understood that. Yeah. Okay.
That way only it's going. We don't have to make any thesis or something like that. Just figure out the answer and write it down accordingly.
Yeah, understood.
Okay. If you're new, you can enroll to the batch. You will get everything. You will understand everything. It's completely free. You can start in from.
I have enrolled it.
Achha,
Thank
okay.
you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Guys, I think most of your doubts are done. Okay, before I leave, just wanted to say 2-3 things. Practice is mandatory. If you don't practice, however you get the theory and anything, you're not able to improve on that. So understand the strategy. If you have enrolled the batch, if you have not, please enroll for the batch. And understand the strategy, work on the assignments that are given to you. If you just follow those things, you can easily get more than 7.5 band. But you have to regular to the classes, understand the strategy. If in case you miss any class, you will be provided the recording also. And keep on the manual that we provide, that is more than enough. Those have all the latest questions and everything. So you can just follow those. Apart from that, nothing is required. Just the classes and manual that we provide you is more than enough. Even if a lot of students feel that they lack in the grammar part also, so we give the complementary grammar classes as well. So you can work on that part. Okay. Yeah. Fine, guys. So now, before I end, let me introduce. There are some other batches also. So if you want, you can enroll to these batches as well. If the time that I'm providing is not suitable for you, you can enroll to any of these batches. Okay. Our link is already shared in the chat box. You can just click over there and you can enroll to the batch according to your choice. Just use this code NBLIVE. You are going to get all the course for free. And I think this is completely steal deal. Just enroll to it. Start your practicing. Just give 1 month for your preparation, rigorous with the practice part, and you can achieve your target band score. Okay. Thank you so much.